The federal government will announce the official unemployment rate for the month of February at the end of this week. It was 7.6% in January. Our estimates here at Gallup are that it will be higher still when the government announces the official rate at the end of the week. Now, the government calculates unemployment using survey data where a lot of questions are asked of people. Are you looking for work? Would you be able to take a job if one were offered? And so on and so forth. We here at Gallup have a somewhat different way of calculating what we call our net new hiring index. And we have discovered over the past year and 2 or 3 months that this is an excellent indicator of official government statistics of employment. Now, what we do is find individuals who are employed in our sample, and we ask them, looking around at your company where you work, is that company hiring or letting people go? And then we calculate the net, the difference between the two. We figure this is very important because people at most companies have a sense for what's happening. You know if you're working, whether your company has been letting people go or has been hiring people, kind of an early warning system directly from the actual places of employment themselves. Now, when we look at our Gallup measure, it's clear that the big change came last fall, September and October. Look at the chart there. These are our monthly net new hiring indices at Gallup. Notice how they were well into the positive territory at the beginning of last year. That's good news because that meant more employed Americans were saying their companies were hiring than letting people go. This measure, as mentioned, began to, in essence, fall off a cliff last fall, and now for the last 3 months, that would be December, January, and February, our net new hiring index at Gallup has been net negative, underwater. In January, we had a -4, and in February, a -6% net new hiring index. That means there were more individuals reporting to us that their companies were laying people off than were hiring people by a 6 percentage point margin. That's where our calculations are, that the official unemployment rate will be even lower in February than in January, everything else being equal. It's complicated. The government uses a lot of complicated formulas, but we have found that our measure here at Gallup is a good indicator of what's going to happen not only for the monthly unemployment rate, but also for the weekly new unemployment claims data that the government releases every week. I'm Dr. Frank Newport, Editor-in-Chief of the Gallup Poll.